What's happening, people? If you watched my video from a couple of days ago, or even as much yesterday, I think, I posted about this Karmelo Anthony trial. And there's a dude that I just got finished watching his YouTube video that makes all the sense in the world. And I'll post his link for the video below. But anyway, there were some things I typed yesterday onto my iPhone journal, and I'm gonna read them because this is the way I felt yesterday, and I still feel this way, but it's something that needs to be said. A number of things I see wrong about this whole scenario. There was a track meet, we know that. It was raining. Now, before I go any further, I need to point this out. This is my understanding from the time that this event started to yesterday's verdict. All right. Karmelo Anthony went to sit under the tent for cover because of the rain. Metcalf was considered a bully in school. All these things, again, are from what I was told from the beginning. So he thought he could bully Anthony from under his team's tent. He is well above the height and the weight of Anthony. He was warned by Anthony not to touch him. From my understanding, now, how this was put as a push in the tent on Stan yesterday is totally different from the understanding that I have. I have the understanding that he didn't push Anthony. He had told Anthony that if you don't move, I will move you. And he picks Anthony up. Now, somewhere the stories got mixed. I don't know why. I don't know how. But he was warned by Anthony not to touch him. Metcalf called his bluff and decided to pick Anthony up to move him from under the tent. Anthony used a knife from his backpack used for protection, a 5-inch knife legally permitted to be had. Now, they may mention yesterday about the trial or during the trial that said that his hand was in the bag, but from my understanding that his hand was in the bag opening up the knife, giving Metcalf the warning saying, don't touch me. It's not going to be good in your behalf. Out of all the things that I understand about Anthony, he had every right to do that. Now, let's talk about the trial. The lousy defense team did a very piss-poor job. I truly believe these good old buddies, and okay, we know it's an all-white jury, an all-white town, and even though the attorney for Anthony was black, he's still one of the good old boys. I don't accept that. I know how small towns work. I lived in one for years. And there were a lot of blacks. This story needs to be told. There were a lot of blacks in that small town. I don't want to mention where this place is, but when I moved there after exiting the military, my wife is from there and my wife is black. So her family, of course, is black. By my moving there, one of the stations I used to love to watch was BET back in the 80s. Hey, Video Soul and some of those other shows on BET were the thing to watch. Now, when I moved to this small town, they didn't have anything as far as entertainment for blacks. White radio station played rock and country. So no black radio station, no black entertainment, period. No television shows or any of that. I wasn't having it. So what I did, I contacted BET, told them, help me out. They invited me to come to the station in DC, and I did that. And I can't remember the young lady's name that helped me out, but she gave me a bunch of stuff. She told me what I should do because apparently other places had been doing it too. And I started a petition. Got well over 1,000 signatures. Now, let's face it, there ain't that many blacks in Campbellsville. Oops, I done told what the name was. But anyway, so I even took my petition to some white people, and the younger white people was glad to sign it. My whole thing here is you have to get action to make things work. So I took the petition to a city council meeting. I asked them to get the cable company involved in the meeting because the cable company needed to know exactly what I thought and how I felt. So I threatened both the city council and the cable company with a lawsuit. Told them I've got 2 attorneys out of Atlanta that were willing to come up here to Kentucky and fight for this case. They knew that black entertainment should be allowed everywhere. So anyway, I went to the city council and told them that I was going to sue all responsible parties if I did not get what I wanted within 30 days. 30 days passed. Guess what? BET was on cable. Wasn't clear. There's a lot of annoyance as the station aired. But we did get it. So I had to petition the cable company again. I told them that they need to clear it up. I wasn't having it. Trying to find out what this white thing is. I think it's the light from, yeah, it is. Anyway, so let's go back to the trial and my journal entry here. The lousy defense team, did a piss poor job. I truly believe that these good old buddies defense, prosecution, and the judge, an all-white jury. Anthony was not judged by his peers because there were no blacks, and all the jurors were well over the age of 30. We're destined to put Anthony in jail. He was tried for murder when it was obviously a self-defense scenario. So the manslaughter charge would have been good enough, and we'll take it from there. When it was, they also allowed a manslaughter charge. Witnesses were tampered while giving the testimonies, and from statements given during the incident would lead me to the idea of charging these kids with perjury. As I said in a previous video, the whole situation was messed up because each of those witnesses kept looking at Metcalf's father, and he was telling them yes, he was telling them no, don't say this, don't say that. And that to me, no, that was manipulation. This whole trial had faults, had problems. And I don't agree with any of it. So I think there should have been a mistrial, but that's not the case. And I know that the defense is going to appeal this whole scenario, and they need to. If they don't, they're wrong. So anyway, I'm going to close this video because I'm still pissed, but look at the dude's video that I put down in the comments and take a look at what's really going on. Let's get your opinion. And you know, I'm finding a lot of blacks, including my wife, who are saying that he's guilty. Even saying it was premeditated. I'm sorry, but none of that shit works with me. So, you decide what should have happened and put it in the comments and let me know. Excuse me, because I just feel some sort of way about this. And even though in my previous video I put that the attorney explained a lot of things to me and it makes sense, but it was still racially motivated. Okay, another thing that's on my mind is this. Metcalf had black friends that came to this tent. But that doesn't exempt him from the racial divide. I want to believe that it was racially motivated. It was racially tried. It was racially judged. And the outcome was racial. I don't care what anybody says. Deep down inside, that's exactly what I feel. So you decide and tell me what your thoughts are. Because none of this makes sense to me. Our country is just messed up. Let's just say that we have gone backwards. I was going to say we need to go forward in all this, but in all, we've gone backwards. We are going back to the days of the good old boys. F that. I disagree. We need to do something. We need to change society's way of thinking. And let's face it, this trial didn't help any. So give me your opinions. Let me know what you think, all right? I'll holler at you.